Okay guys, I got LED lights. Anyhow guys, today I will be reading you guys my book. Sorry, that's like really creepy. Anyhow guys, so about a month ago I made a video saying that I would read you guys my book. Now you may recognize this from the video if you did watch it. In my future video, I'm going to be reading this book. What was that? Anyhow guys, I'm going to be reading this to you guys in my future video. And it's by me. Anyhow guys, that's what I will be doing in this video. I will be reading you guys this book. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's get started. Emma's story. This story takes place in the 1950s. Once there was a kid named Emma. She went to a school that was many stories high and many meters wide. It had so many kids that went there, the school could even squeeze 5 more kids in it. In total, there were 1,258 kids. Emma didn't like her school. She had to go there 6 times a week. She had to stay there for 8 hours. She never made any friends, but she had many enemies. Her enemies would punch her, tease her, gossip about her, and push her into mud on rainy days. This is too boring. Enemies would punch her, tease her, gossip about her, and push her into mud on rainy days. She hated her school. She hated her life. All she wished is for one person to be nice. Every time she had to go to school, she would cry and beg not to go, but her mom didn't care. Emma had to wake up at 5 in the morning because it was a 1-hour drive to her school. Every day that Emma went to school, she felt like everyone was staring at her and judging her by her looks. At school, all they would do is math. The school only had 1 recess and 1 lunch. For lunch, Emma's mom packed her a banana and a piece of cheese. Emma and her mom didn't have much money. On to the second page. Emma's dad died years ago in the war. Every day after school, Emma would walk 30 minutes to her dad's grave. The last time she visited her dad's grave, she said, "Hi, Dad. It's been 4 years since you have passed away. I am 9 years old and me and Mom don't have much money. But I'm sure if you were here, you would say, always keep going, never give up. Love you, Dad." She would kiss his gravestone and go back home to her mom. Emma normally comes home around 5:30. When Emma gets home, she likes to go to her room and write. Emma always thinks of the best day of her life, which is when she was 5 and she was having her birthday party. Jessica, Bailey, and Robert went to her party. Those were her old friends. Recently moved from Ontario. Back in Ontario, her life was a lot better. She had friends, a better school, more money, and no enemies. She was a lot closer to her family. Ever since she had moved, her life had been a horror movie. She always wished she never moved. Chapter 2, The New Teacher. It's another school day. It's 5 in the morning and Emma is getting up. She brushes her teeth and brushes her hair. She gets dressed and is ready to start the day. She gets in the car with her book and anxiously waits 1 hour to get to her school. When she arrives, she immediately regrets pretending to be sick. She steps out of the car and then looks back at her mom and says, "Bye, Mom, I love you." Her mom says, "Whatever, just go to your class." Emma ran to her class because she didn't want to be late. When Emma sat down and grabbed her math book, the teacher said, "We will not be doing math today." The class shouted hooray and joy. The teacher said, "Today you will be meeting your new teacher." The class waited 5 minutes before they heard a knock on the door. The teacher answered the door. It was the new teacher. Emma could already tell that the teacher was mean. The teacher was very skinny and had long gray hair. She had very bad style and a big creepy smile. Her teeth were yellow with bits of carrot stuck in between them. Emma felt like she was going to barf. The teacher was so gross. The new teacher said, "Hello," in a high-pitched voice. The class shouted, "Good morning, Mrs. Sharbridge." Emma really wanted to shout out, "Miss Sharbridge? What kind of name is that? If your name is Miss Sharbridge, you might as well call yourself Miss Garbage." But Emma told herself not to say that. If she did, she would probably get grounded for several days and she would have to go to detention for many hours. Emma did not want that to happen. The old teacher said, "Class, Miss Sharbridge will be teaching you for the rest of the year," then left the classroom. Right when the teacher left the class, Miss Sharbridge shouted, "You kids, listen up. You kids are not allowed to use the restroom, talk to me, or even talk to friends. It will be recess soon, and I want to see 6 pages of writing before recess." Emma thought to herself that it was impossible to write 6 pages of writing and have it finished in only 10 minutes. Emma tried her best to finish all the pages, but unfortunately there was not enough time. But Emma was not alone. All the kids in the class did not finish. Right as all the kids handed in their work, the bell rang for recess. Chapter 3. Another lonely recess. When Emma got outside, it was very cloudy, but it was not raining. Emma brought her favorite book outside to read. She sat under her favorite tree and began to read her book. Nobody wanted to play with Emma, so every recess she would take out her book and read it under a big oak tree. Emma really liked reading her book, but she would rather play with friends. When Emma was reading her book, Buster, the bully, came up to her and said, "What are you reading, Emma?" in an awful groan. Emma replied, "I am reading The Secret Case of Larry Dickens." "Ha! What a lame book," said Buster. Buster grabbed the book and threw it at the oak tree as hard as he could. Emma yelled, "Hey, what was that for?" "It was for being lame," said Buster. Buster laughed and walked away, leaving poor Emma alone and crying. Emma picked up her book to see if there was any damage. The pages were torn and the book was covered in mud. Emma was very sad because she bought that book for 90 cents. When recess was over, Emma was scared to tell Miss Sharbridge what had happened at recess. When Emma was in class, Miss Sharbridge said, "This is the worst class I've ever taught. You kids did not finish your writing." Not even one kid finished. Right after Miss Sharbridge said that, one of the kids shouted out to Miss Sharbridge, "We didn't finish our writing because you didn't give us enough time." Miss Sharbridge stared at the student for 3 minutes and then yelled, "Come here!" The student walked up to Miss Sharbridge, realizing he had made a big mistake. Miss Sharbridge grabbed his wrist and picked up a ruler and slapped him as hard as she could on his hand. The whole class was watching and could feel his pain. The poor student ran out of the class crying. Then Miss Sharbridge said, "That's why you don't ever make me upset." Emma could barely spend another second in the school. She just wanted to go home and see her mom. Miss Sharbridge yelled, "You kids will not be going home when the bell rings. You will be staying another 10 minutes because of your bad behavior." Skip forward 3 hours and it was finally home time. Emma started to walk to the graveyard to visit her dad when Buster ran up to her and said, "Hi Emma, I'm really sorry for what I did to your book." Emma couldn't trust Buster. She thought it was another one of his jokes until he pulled out a book from his backpack. Emma realized it was the same book she had had. It turns out Buster had the same book as Emma the whole time. Buster really felt bad for ruining Emma's book. He realized it wasn't such a bad book after all, so he decided to give it to Emma. Emma asked, "Is this really for me?" Chapter 4. Emma Makes a Friend. Buster replied, "Of course it's for you." Emma said, "Wow, thank you so much." "I'd better go now," said Buster. "Okay," said Emma. Emma couldn't believe it. She was finally becoming friends with someone. Emma ran to her dad's grave and said, "Dad, guess what? I'm starting to make a friend." Emma could tell that her dad was very proud. When Emma got home, she told her mom all about what happened at school. She told her about the new teacher, how her book got ruined, and how she was making a friend. But Emma's mom didn't seem to care. The next day, Emma was very excited to go to school to see Buster. Emma brushed her teeth, brushed her hair, got dressed, and hopped in the car. When Emma got to school, Miss Sharbridge was standing right beside her desk. Emma asked, "May I help you?" Miss Sharbridge didn't respond. Emma asked again, thinking Miss Sharbridge did not hear her the first time, but Miss Sharbridge still did not answer. Emma sat in her desk with Miss Sharbridge still standing right beside it. Then Mrs. Sharbridge slowly pulled out a small old stuffed animal from her pocket and said, "Is this yours, Emma?" Emma replied, Yes, I believe it is." "And why do you have it?" yelled Miss Sharbridge. "It was my father's. He gave it to me when I was little. It was my grandpa's before that. Then it was passed on to my father, and now it's mine. I call it Pip, the good luck stuffed animal." Miss Sharbridge asked Emma, "May I have your scissors?" Emma gave Miss Sharbridge her scissors. Then Miss Sharbridge cut off the stuffed animal's head. Emma started to cry. Miss Sharbridge said, "Don't ever bring stuffed animals to school, ever again." Emma agreed. 4 hours later, the bell rang for recess. Emma sat under the big oak tree and waited for Buster. 2 minutes later, Buster came to Emma. "Hi, Buster," said Emma. "Hi," Buster replied. Emma asked Buster if he would like to play with her. Buster said, "Okay, I can play with you." Buster and Emma played the floor's lap. When the bell rang, Emma didn't want to go inside. She wanted to keep playing with Buster. When Emma got inside, she saw the principal talking to Miss Sharbridge. Taffeta, one of the students, came up to Emma and said, "I think I got Miss Sharbridge fired." "How?" Emma asked. "At recess, I decided to sneak in the school and go to the principal's office. I told the principal about how mean Miss Sharbridge has been to the students. The principal said that she would have a talk with Miss Sharbridge and maybe fire her. And it doesn't look like Miss Sharbridge and the principal are getting along." "I really hope that Miss Sharbridge gets fired," said Emma. "Me too," said Taffeta. Chapter 5, The Happy Ending. A couple minutes later, Miss Sharbridge stomped out of the room. Right after Miss Sharbridge left the room, the principal said, "Miss Sharbridge got fired." The class shouted hooray in joy. When Emma got home, she told her mom what happened, and for once Emma's mom listened. Emma's mom said that she was glad that Miss Sharbridge got fired. Emma's mom also apologized for not paying much attention to Emma. Emma forgave her mom. The next day, Emma was a little bit nervous to go to school because she would be meeting her new teacher. When Emma got to school, she was scared that her teacher would be mean, just like Miss Sharbridge. When Emma got inside the classroom, she was surprised to see a nice-looking woman sitting at the teacher's desk. The woman had long brown hair and she was wearing a dress with bumblebees on it. She looked like she was in her late 20s or early 30s. Emma sat in her desk and the teacher said, "Good morning, class. My name is Miss Sunflower, but you can call me Miss S if you would like." Miss Sunflower was very nice to the students, and Emma really liked Miss Sunflower. It was lunchtime. Miss Sunflower came to Emma and said, "What may you have to eat today?" Emma said, "I have a piece of bread." "Is that all?" asked Miss Sunflower. "Yes," replied Emma. When Emma got home, Emma's mom asked why there was a $50 bill in Emma's lunch bag. "I'm not sure," said Emma. The next day, Emma ran to Miss Sunflower and asked, "Is this your $50 bill?" Miss Sunflower said, "It was mine, but I decided to give it to you since you and your mother did not have much money." "Thank you so much. This means a lot," said Emma. At lunch that day, Miss Sunflower gave Emma an apple and a banana since Emma did not have much to eat. Emma felt so blessed and grateful to have money and a friend and a great teacher. A couple days later, Emma and her mom were invited to have tea with Miss Sunflower at her house in the woods. When Emma and her mom arrived, Miss Sunflower was standing beside a cute little cottage with sunflowers planted around it. When they got inside, Miss Sunflower gave Emma a long, fancy, beautiful white dress. Emma asked, "Is this for me?" Miss Sunflower said, "Of course it's for you. It used to be mine when I was your age, but it doesn't fit me anymore, and I think it would look beautiful on you." The end. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos coming in the future. Bye! Also, make sure to subscribe and like this video.